They call this defence engagement, a chance for the RAF to pass on its knowledge and in turn learn from another military, in this case, the Israelis. We're at Palmachim airbase not far from Tel Aviv. Known as the Rolling Swords, it's home to the 124th Squadron of the Israeli Air Force. 84 Squadron have flown here from RAF Akrotiri, a 180-mile hop across the Mediterranean from Cyprus. This is day one of a 3-day visit. The focus, marine search and rescue.
One from Shandun.
84 is the last remaining Royal Air Force search and rescue squadron. It's very small, they only have a few aircraft, but behind that is a wealth of experience. Most of the pilots and rear crew have served multiple tours of Iraq and Afghanistan, as well as hundreds of SAR missions back in the UK. And it's that level of knowledge that the Israeli Air Force is keen to tap into.
30 feet is much better there.
84 have brought 3 pilots and 2 rear crew, both of them paramedics. There's also an engineer here to look after the helicopter. Over the next few days, we fly a series of sorties showing the Israeli pilots how the RAF approach various search and rescue scenarios.
Just bring it to 60 feet.
A key one is winching on and off a moving ship, in this case an Israeli fast patrol boat, some weighted bags used to simulate a rear crewman.
Steady.
We're accompanied by an Israeli UH-60 Black Hawk. 124 Squadron operate dozens of these in a whole variety of roles, from transporting troops to CASEVAC missions. They also provide Israel's national search and rescue service, both military and civilians.
Recorded 2 copies.
100 feet.
It was good, different airspace, different operating procedures, but clearly what we were doing, when I talked him through, he was like, yeah, okay, so this is pretty much, it's very similar processes, except we have very slight twists on those in terms of what we're trying to achieve and what they're trying to achieve.
As well as flying, there was a chance to look around Palmachim's maintenance depot. In here they can carry out a complete strip down and rebuild of the squadron's Black Hawks. Known to the Israelis as the Yan Shuf, 124th Squadron have been operating these US-built helicopters since the mid-90s. For our final flight, we're heading back out to sea, this time to practice a rescue, the sort of mission they might fly to pluck a downed pilot from the water. In the back, WINCHMAN paramedic Bart Simpson makes 3 descents, suspended below the helicopter to retrieve a dummy from the waves.
Well, we were basically executing what we'd do if we had a survivor in the water. 2 different scenarios. One was as if it was a civilian, so they don't have any survival equipment on, and therefore I'm using certain strops and lifting techniques. And the second one is as if it was an aircrew guy or an ejected pilot, in which case they've got a life jacket potentially, and then I'll use other techniques and different bits of survival equipment to effect a rescue basically from the sea. It's always good to look over the fence maybe sometimes and just broaden your horizons and either take on certain new bits of knowledge or maybe reflect on them and discard it. And that's how we all learn and evolve, really.
Before we head back, there's time for a rare spot of sightseeing as we fly in formation over the sprawling cityscape of West Jerusalem. From learning how other pilots fly to watching fellow winchmen and even seeing how the Israeli Air Force washes its helicopters, this has been an invaluable few days for both squadrons, strengthening ties and cementing friendships between the Rolling Swords and the Scorpions of 84.